Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and explaining of the Scytek Astra A4 model. Is a combo. It's a complete security and engine start with the keyless entry. So you get the remote start, you get the alarm, and you get the keyless entry all in one. And it does a lot too. You know, me personally, it does a lot for the money. I believe this kit is only like, depending on where you get it from, it's like 75 bucks, but it's definitely worth it. Okay. Start out by opening up. You get all these goodies, everything that you need. You get this the antenna. And what I love most about this antenna, especially for the installers, it makes it like real quick. It got everything on it. You got the built-in LED light, and you got the valet button right here. See that? And then on here, on the wire side, you know, the LED for the valet button, and then this is for the antenna itself to operate the remote start. And you know, like most of them, they come separate with like three things to do. You're gonna have the antenna separately, the valet button separately, and then the LED lights separately. Then you gotta worry about drilling a hole, mounting the button, drilling a hole, mounting the valet LED, and then you got to run the antenna up to the windshield. But with this, you just run this up, mount this on the windshield, and basically you're done. You just killed, 3 operations with one. So that's what I love about them. That's one of the things I love about them. And then you got your I believe this is the 6-tone siren. I'm not sure, but I think it's a 6-tone siren. It make all them noise like doo 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 wee wee. It go through the motions and stuff like that. So, that's a good thing. And another thing I like about this right here too, because sometimes installers know what I'm talking about. Like you be looking for these little rings and you just can't find them because you use so much of them. It already come with a ground ring on it, so you could just mount this under the hood, sand the metal part, use some self-tapping screws, and then mount the ground up under the hood for the siren, so you have to worry about. So it's basically, it cut down on time, especially if you have a lot of vehicles to do. It's a good thing because it cuts down on time. And I know y'all might not think that, oh, y'all you just put a ring on it, yeah, but just these 2 operations alone cut back on time, which allows you to get more vehicles done, especially if you press for time. All right. And this is the shock sensor. Some of these have built-in shock sensors, but honestly, I don't really like the built-in shock sensors. I like the separate shock sensors because a lot of times you want to mount these against like metal parts or non-moving parts. And then if it's built in, if you had the ones that's built in a brain already, now you got to find a spot for that big old brain right there. And then you got to adjust the shock sensitivity. But this right here, you can move this wherever you want away from that mounting. It just, in my opinion, is better to have that separate. All right, and then you can adjust it where you want it. I usually don't make it too sensitive because you got the negative right there, the plus right there. I usually have it halfway, unless our customers suggest otherwise, And let me tell you this about the sensitivity of the shock sensor. They kind of real sensitive, so when I turn it down, the customer be like, oh, I can hit my window and all it do is a warning chirp. Yeah, I try to set it like if they hit the window, it gives a warning chirp. And if anything harder than that, like they bust the window, it goes off. The reason why I do that, because you'll get tired of that thing keep going off. Like I tell the customers, like, you don't want it that sensitive. They're like, oh, I want it like if you bump up against it, it'll go off. So then I set it like that. And then I guarantee you 3 days later, they bringing it back. I'll turn it down because, the neighbors complaining. It's always going off all night. I'm like, I tried to tell you, but, that's that. All right. And then this is the brain to the system, you know, and then the inside, you know, hold on, come with the 2 remotes as well. 2 remotes. And then this is stuck to the box. Usually the sticker be separate so you can mount it up under, unless it got another, it might have another sticker. But I like this because you can open this box like if the polarity like different on what you call that? Oh, the park light. Yeah, like usually on the old systems, you have to like use a relay to change the polarity of the park lights, because some park lights for the vehicle is positive or negative, but most of the alarm systems come with positive park light output. So you have to either use a relay or it come with a separate wire, a polarity wire. But this right here, you don't have to worry about that. When you open this, it's called a jumper. You can either move it to negative or move it to positive for the alarm. So, and then I can just run that one wire to either the positive or negative. You know, and that's real simple. That's the reason why I like Scytek, because it just makes it simple. Less wiring, less relays, less parts. The more money you can charge, or the less money you can charge, because you can be like, okay, well, I'll do this for you, this extra feature for you, because it's not much involved. It's already right there. So that's that for that. No, okay, that's the plug for the shock sensor. That's no big deal. All right, this is everything you need to install it right here. Now, the only downside to this is the I believe the locks on here, like on other systems, the locks know the polarity. They like positive or negative. It don't matter which one, because it's you can tie the door locks in. But a lot of these you have to use a relay. But Scytek come with their own relay. You just plug in the door locks, because I believe this is for just negative door locks. But most of the newer cars, and even some of the old ones, have negative door locks, so I don't think that'll be a problem. But the other systems, they come with, it's like positive or negative. It's like smart locks. It's like you know, like if the lock's negative or positive, it don't matter. You just tie them in, and it knows. It just knows. You know, you got the harnesses and stuff like that. That's for the basically the remote start and everything. This is all the other features. You know, it come fused, park light fuse. You know, that's the other positive for the alarm. Then this has got a lot of wires, you know, but it got a book in here to show you, you know, how to operate it and whatever like that. Alrighty. Then got the shock pin. I mean the trunk pin or the hood pin, you know, right here, right there. That's like you run a wire from the hood or the trunk. You can use that hood or trunk pin, but most people use it as a trunk pin, you know, but it really don't matter, because most of these vehicles got the trunk light you can just tie in, or you can just get a separate one of these, and then, well, you can use it for the safety option. Basically, like if a mechanic working under the hood, as soon as he let this up, it'll disable the remote start, because you don't want the vehicle accidentally starting. Like if they disconnect the battery, then they connect it back, the vehicle there's a chance that it might automatically start, but I haven't had that problem ever. You know, or you can use this like it's a trunk pin if it don't have if you're working on an older vehicle, maybe like an 89 Chevy, 90 Chevy or something like that, and it don't have the trunk light back there. You can use this, you know, mount this through the metal, just like the trunk close. Like when it open right there, it sets the alarm off, because you see that right? See that that spade at the bottom? You running that from the trunk pin right there, because it's a negative input right there. You run it from the front, and then when you mount this, you're gonna be mounting this through ground. So as soon as the trunk open, it makes the trunk pin touches the other metal part, which is ground, sending that negative to the trunk input, and it's gonna make the alarm go off. So you'll know that it's the trunk. Somebody's in the trunk. Oh, okay, now here we go. See, this was the warning sign. Usually it don't come on the back of here. I'm like, wait a minute, they put the warning sign on the back of here. You're supposed to take it off to mount it to the front. Yeah, because usually this is mounted, the sticker is mounted up under the hood. So like a mechanic or anybody servicing it know that you got an alarm on starter. You usually don't see it on here, but they actually start putting them on the box in case you look up under the dash, and then they just come with a separate sticker too. So I thought it was only one, but this is the other one. Just clean up on like a plastic piece of metal with the cleaner with alcohol. Let that dry, then stick that, then you add a stick for forever. So that to the side. Now this is the manual, and I like their manuals because most of their stuff don't change. So it's like this manual do a whole bunch of them, and all these is like universal. They make their stuff universal because you ever see like some systems you have to change the brain, change this, you won't be able to upgrade. But this, say like if I want to add an LCD, you know, the pager screen to this, all I have to do is change the, right here, change the antenna head on here. Change the antenna head and program the remote. Most of them you got to change the box. You got to change all of this. You know, all you got to do is change the box and program an LCD remote, and then you just upgrade it to a pager alarm LCD. Well, that show you what a vehicle running. It show you if somebody hit it. Show you somebody like open the trunk or the hood. You know, show you all that. So simple upgrade for less than $100. That would be awesome. So yeah, and basically let's do a group of the models, all that right there, and it basically show you how everything operate. And this is what I was talking about right here. Like if you ever want to upgrade, all you have to do is change the antenna right there to the LCD screen, show you like if the vehicle lock, unlock, remote start, and everything like that. And then let me show you guys some of the features. You know, you can go through it on your own with the showing you how it operate and all that. And you can look these up online or their website, scytek.net. So let me show you. These is basically, and then it show you like what all the wires do. See that? Got the hood, the trunk trigger, horn output. You know, it blows the horn. Not only do it got the siren, you can tie this into the factory horn. It hunks the horn when it go off. You know, it just basically got a ton of wires. It's real simple. And see the door locks down there, guys? Like I said, negative, unlock negative. You know, and then right there where it said the white wire, it said parking light output, positive or negative built-in relay. That's what I was telling you guys do. All you gotta do is pop the back cover off and switch that from negative to positive, depending on the vehicle, whichever one you need. And see that siren output is low amperage, so I suggest like if you can just tie the siren in, but if you're doing more than one siren or a bigger siren, I suggest you use a relay on there. And it just got the door trigger, got the positive or negative. And it's got a bunch, all the stuff that you need, guys. It's real simple. I love these because like if you're a beginner or you want to try to do it yourself, you know, it'll be easy for you. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy, but you know, some things are just different. You look at it like, oh my God, like I can see why some people be like, man, this is not made to do yourself, but this to me, this is, you know. Yeah, then let me show you guys this. All the good features that and this, for the money, I think this one of the best because a lot of them, this do more than a lot of them high-end ones. I'm not gonna name no names, but you know, you guys know a lot of the high-end systems, you know, they got big names out there, but you know, I'm not trying to start no name war, but I'm just saying, look at this. Let me see. Okay, you got all the, like the arm mode. I'm gonna go through all these, the arm modes. Like manual arm and passive arm. And manual arm is like when you arm yourself, but passive arm is like if you get out the door and you close the door, it arms from the last door. So it basically automatic arms itself. And auto rearming mode is like if you just unlock the alarm going off, you hit unlock by accident and to turn it off, it'll automatically rearm itself, so you won't be without protection. Okay, then they got the arm chirps. You got a siren chirp on, which is set to the default, or you can have it with a siren and a horn chirps when you unlock it. You know, or you can have it on silent mode. Like if you're trying to sneak out at night or you want to hear your alarm chirping, you know, you hit unlock. but it still go off if somebody bother it, but it'll let you enter and like arm it quietly, you know. And then you guys know with the ignition door locking and ignition door unlocking, it's like when you start your vehicle up, the doors lock, and if you unlock the vehicle, the doors unlock. Me personally, I will only set it to lock when the vehicle remote start. I wouldn't set it to for the ignition unlock, only because, say like for instance, if you pull up somewhere, like female or just anybody, and there's somebody trying to get in your vehicle, you know, and you panicking and you just actually turn it. As soon as you turn that vehicle off, them doors gonna automatically unlock, and you could be in a dark area, you might not see them, and they would be able to get in. You know, at least if you turn that option off and you turn the car off and it don't unlock and they reach for the doors to try to pull it, you can start that vehicle back up and drive away. But once you turn it off and that door unlocked, they would be able to grab you or do anything. And this mostly pertaining to the females. You know, that's really I try to explain that to customers, you know, and they love it. That's how I always get my tip. I just go down explaining it, you know. Then a lot of people don't explain how this stuff work, and they just think, oh, you just unlock. This thing got a lot of good features that you know will save your life. You know, I'm not overdoing it. I know there's like a lot, but I'm just saying just that little stuff right there, keeping the door locked, that'll save your life, man, for real. Okay. And then you got the passive door locking. You know, that's when you get out the car. Not only will it automatically arm, you can have it automatically lock the door for you. A lot of people like that, and a lot of people don't because they accidentally leave their keys in the car. Me, I like it to automatically lock because you just got to remember to get your keys with you. Because a lot of time you're gonna be talking, or you might forget to arm it. In the case you forget, it arms itself and lock the door. You know, so you might want to look into that. It's up to you. Okay, then you got all the other stuff, the auxiliary modes. That's not important. Like the lock after, that's not important. The engine runtime, you got 15, 10, 20, and 25 minutes. I always set mine to the max 25 minutes because I figure 25 minutes, it should warm up. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, that's too soon. Maybe not, but I just like to do the max. You got some vehicles out there like 45 minutes, you know. So, I mean, but that 25 minutes, that's good enough. It should be warmed up by then. You should be coming out. So you got the smart start crank. That's like basically it starts out voltage. You can just, as soon as you hook this up, ain't no special programming for the tacklers or whatever like most alarm. You can just start it up. You know, it'll sense the crank, or you can just hook it up to the tack wire and it starts exactly like the key does. And see that, guys? Got a nicer vehicle. It's for car jack. You got a car jack mode on there. You know, you got a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on here. It's for the you put it on diesel. Only thing that just really don't do is I believe the manual transmission, the stick shift. But they do sell them, the ones that does the stick shift. And I believe that is the G5.2W. I think that's the one, if I'm not mistaken. But you guys can look it up. Go to their website, scytek.net. You know, get all the good features, man. So basically, that's it. If you want to know anything else about this company, you could just, you know, and I'm not getting paid by them because I know I do a lot of videos on Scytek. I'm not getting paid by them. I just love their product, and they got a good product. I've been using it for years and I haven't had no problem with it. It's easy to install, you know. So if you're in the market for alarm, a remote starter, just alarm, or just a remote start, or a combo, whatever it is, check out their page, scytek.net. You can always look them up, Google them, and I'm pretty sure on there you'll find something that fits your needs. You know, it's a good company, good brand, you know, and their products are it's not like cheap quality. It's good quality, and it lasts for years. You know, it could take, it's durable. So guys, I'm gonna cut this video short. That was me doing a video of the unboxing and explaining the Scytek Astra A4 model, the combo, the alarm and the remote starter and keyless entry. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Be safe, and I'm out. Perfect.